So you're tired of making those Wendy's copycat chili recipes that don't taste anything like Wendy's chili? Look no further, folks. I got your recipe right here. Let's get busy. So let's get this Instant Pot Wendy's chili going here. So first thing you want to do is turn your Instant Pot on. Set it to the saute setting. And you're going to start out with 1 pound of ground beef. Followed by 1 pound of ground turkey. Now, before somebody tries to school me on Wendy's chili only having nothing but ground beef, I get you on that, but understand that Wendy's chili, it has that their meat is very firm in texture. So what I've found is using a 50-50 with the turkey gives it that Wendy's chili texture. However, if you're against turkey, then you could go all beef, or if you were against beef, you could go all turkey, maybe even chicken. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna break this up using my handy dandy spurtle here, and we're gonna brown this up, and we'll be back with you. So we're nice and browned up. That took about 5 minutes. So now what we're gonna do is, if there's any fats or whatever in the bottom of that and you wanna drain it off, go ahead and do that now. I've already done that. But we're gonna go in with 1 onion, 4 ribs of celery chopped, and 1 green bell pepper. We're going to go ahead and stir that in and saute for another 5 minutes. So that took about another 5 minutes. So now we're going to go ahead with the rest of our ingredients. We're going to start out with 1 quart of V8 juice, also known as 4 cups of V8 juice. Okay, just so there's no confusion. 1 quart equals 4 cups. Next goes in a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes or tomato puree. So next up, I'm going to go ahead and dump this in there, and I'll tell you what it was. It was 1 can of pinto beans and 1 can of red kidney beans, and I've drained and I've rinsed them. A 1/4 cup of chili powder. I'm using Gebhardt's. I find that's my favorite flavor, but use any chili powder you want. 1 teaspoon of cumin. 1½ teaspoons of garlic powder. 1 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. 1/2 teaspoon of oregano. 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. And lastly, a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. If you're not into spicy, go ahead and cut it down to 1/8 teaspoon. A 1/4 for me is fine, but you can, go less than that. All right, so before we stir this up, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, if you want, you can go to thebeardedhiker.com. I'll leave the link below, and you can go over there and get a printable version of this recipe. All right, so we're just going to give this a stir using my handy dandy spurtle here. And I get a lot of comments about these spurtles. I will leave a link, an Amazon link for the spurtles, so you can go check them out and get you some. They're cheap. I think you get, 4 or 5 for like 11 or 12 bucks. All right, now that we got that stirred up, we're going to go ahead and turn our Instant Pot on. We're going to set it to pressure cook. We're going to set the time to 7 minutes. All right, we're on high. We got it set for 7 minutes. Let's go ahead and put our lid on. All right, pressure on high for 7 minutes, and then we're going to quick release the pressure. All right, I'm going to give this a stir. I'm going to shut this off before the lens fogs up. We'll be right back. All right, now we've cooled down a little bit. So now what I do at this point is I go ahead and I give it a little taste. And I always need to add a little bit of salt. I just tasted it. So I'm just going to add, a couple of pinches of salt in there. It'll round this out a little bit. And we'll just give it one more stir, and let's do a taste test. All right, here we go. As I went ahead and I took the time to go ahead and go buy a Wendy's chili just to try it out, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I've never had these head-to-head before, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to add some of the chili sauce in there in that one. All right. So the color is different. This is a little bit more red. This is maybe a little bit more watery and a little bit more dull. All right. All right, let's taste the Wendy's chili first. All right. It's good. It's good, good, good. All right. Okay. All right. Does this taste like Wendy's chili? I would say yes, it does. However, there is a difference. They don't taste exactly the same. And I think, personally, you would never know that this wasn't Wendy's chili, in my opinion, unless you had them side by side. Delicious. I mean, I will say this. I mean, it's Wendy's chili. Is it the best chili I've ever had? No, I make a heck of a lot better chili than Wendy's. But I do like Wendy's chili. So, Wendy's chili in your Instant Pot. Do it.